What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on TRKA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive for the price of this asset. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, right after this asset broke this range of resistance, and it had this movement to the upside. And my main assumption was that we should see the increase in volume, and this increase in volume right after this breakout should be a signal to the potential bull trend. But instead of this, we still have extremely low volume during this sideways movement, and that is why this asset is consistently losing its momentum. And I have to say that right now I'm making this video because the price of the stock is approaching to its crucial level, and in just several minutes I will show you what this level is and how we can benefit from it. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. I have to say that if you click on this small icon, you will not find any recent news directly related to TRKA. As you can see, the most recent one was published on April 11th, and previous one was on April the 10th and on April the 7th respectively. And I have to say that with the lack of news, and if you type in Google search bar TRKA stock and switch to new stock folder, you will not find any news that were published just at least a couple of days ago. As you can see, these dates are quite outdated. These news are quite outdated, and definitely with the lack of news, this asset is losing its momentum. So, and let me show you some interesting detail. This asset is still on the 6th place on the most active section on stocktwits.com website, and I honestly don't know why this company is still so popular among retail community, because this 6th place shows how important for some retail investors, for some retail traders, this asset might be. And I have to say that this is why I'm making a video again on this stock. So let me show you some fundamental news that might be useful in the medium-term perspective. We are on fintel.io, and this website tracks the activity of institutional investors on certain stocks. And as you can see, we have a bunch of green rows that indicate that these companies opened completely new long position with this asset, but I have to say that the value of their position is not so high, and definitely we have to take a closer look on the market cap of this stock. It is slightly above $70 million, but nevertheless these numbers are also quite low, and that is why we have to be very cautious with any of our positions, because the lower the market cap is, the more volatile this asset becomes. So let me show you the possibility of short squeeze. And right here at the same website, you can find that the short interest percent of float is only 2.17%. And it is a very low short interest percent of float, and they have about 2 million shares available for shorting. And the short borrow fee rate is quite high, but it is not enough with this very low short interest percent of float to see the potential short squeeze. And that is why we cannot rely on the massive movement to the upside that will bring dozens and hundreds of percent of potential profit, but we might see some kind of bounce, and I will show you why I think so. So let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me show you that retrospectively this asset had a 5-wave structure to the upside, and I caught somewhere here, I caught I don't remember exactly how much gains we could book right here, but somewhere at less than 80%, I guess. And at the very top, I've told you that you shouldn't enter your long position with this asset because it was at extremely overbought condition. And right after this massive parabolic movement to the upside, most likely it should go lower, and it happened. On top of that, right here, at this very moment, I also told you that this asset pretty much hit the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and it is very good level to leave your long position even with some losses, because most likely it will not go higher in upcoming, foreseeable future. And it happened. As you can see, it went lower, and it didn't break again for the second time this range. And definitely this shows how weak this asset is right now, and that is why you have to be very cautious. So why I'm making the video on this asset? Let me show you that the previous bottom, I have to zoom in somewhere here. The previous bottom was set on March 23rd, and it was at $16.8 mark. And right now we are almost exactly at the same spot. We are approaching to this 16.8 cents mark, and we are not far from it, and that is why we have very good chances to see at least a reaction. And why I think so? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's switch to 4 hours time frame. Let me show you that this bottom is not the only range of support, because previously we also had exactly the same range as the potential range of support. And this means if I mark this line, if I mark this level with just a horizontal line, we can see that this range might be another potential range of support. And if it is the case, we might see at least a bounce. And because of its quite high volatility, we might see the retracement that should unload this structure. And I have to say that most likely we completed from this swing high. This is the first wave, second, third, fourth, and probably somewhere here we might see the bottom of the fifth wave. And if it is the case, we should unload this structure. And this means we have to pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its swing high to the lowest point, and with the assumption that we will see a reaction from this level, the first range of resistance that this asset should hit in order to unload this structure is 0.236. And it is exactly 20 cents price point, and it is the 100% confluence with this swing high. As you can see, this small wick also hit this range, and this means it is the most probable range of potential price action right after the bounce. And if it is the case, from the entry point, we might see up to 18% of upside potential. But the risks of breaking this level is also quite high. This means if your risk tolerance leaves much to be desired, just stay aside from this asset, because on the market right now there are plenty of opportunities with much less risks and with much more potential profit. And just stay aside from this trade and switch to another potential trade. And for this case, just subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and you will be able to receive the notifications about the potential trades of the more safer assets. But if you are risky enough and if you like to catch this type of trades, definitely you can accumulate your position till this level of support with the tight stop loss slightly below this level, which implies about 5.76% of downside potential and about 15% to the upside. And this means 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio is the first level that is quite safe for the trades, but definitely everything depends on your trading policy. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys until next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm back.